Well, today marks a month since I've getting back into skateboarding. Not back from skateboarding, but I was away for a little bit, so now I'm starting to get back into skateboarding. It's been a month since I skated last, or close to a month. I was lucky enough to go to Mexico City, in Oaxaca, and it was a small trip, small vacation, and it was great. It was beautiful. I loved everything about Mexico. I loved everything about Oaxaca. But now I'm also pretty happy to get back into skateboarding. It's been a month. How do I feel? I was very eager to go, and I think I was talking about this with a friend of mine not a couple days ago, and he was saying every time that he's stopped skating and come back, he comes back better. And I'll tell you what. I think it's true that whenever you get away from something and you get a little perspective and you recharge the energies that you have for that thing that you've grown accustomed to, it can be very beneficial, and you can see the progress that you've made. And I think it might be a mental progress more than an actual skating progress, because a lot of times, and this happens to me with another friend that I have, that every time he goes and skates, he gets really frustrated. And I'll tell you what it is. There's probably a sweet spot between skating and not skating where you're able to see not the progress, but how much you. Yeah, let's call it progress for a second. I have this friend that every time he goes, he gets really frustrated because he doesn't really skate that often. So he tries to reminisce and think of times that he used to skate a little bit more. So now every time he goes skating, he's expecting to go and do those things he used to do, but he can't because he doesn't skate that often. So his bar is it's higher than it should be because he doesn't really skate that often. And he's a little bit older than I am. He's probably like 36 or 37. Not that that affects his talent or anything. He's really good at skateboarding, or I consider him to be really good at skateboarding. Chelsea, my friend, and so that's not exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that some people that just skate very little and then they come back and they're like, oh, I hate this. I knew I shouldn't have come. Whatever. No, I'm talking about. You've been skating consistently for a little bit, and then you take a little rest, and then suddenly you miss skateboarding. You've grown to believe in yourself a little bit more because you're like, yeah, I could do this. And I think a lot of us have experienced this. When you don't skate, you can just picture yourself doing every single trick. You haven't really moved your legs in that way for weeks or months or whatever it is, and then you're like, yeah, I could totally do kickflip out, whatever. And I think there is something to that, and I think we should definitely keep ourselves on our toes and thinking that way, because I think if you've been skating for a while now, and not only it's about the finesse where you can put what you can make your body do and the dexterity you grow over the years and practice, but it's also about mental. It's a lot about mental capacity. Why can't you do a kickflip on a 2-stair and you can't do it on an 8-stair? I think it's only in your head. I think if there's a proportionality, like a proportionality curve, I think proportionally skating an 8-stair is probably pretty close to skating a 2-stair. It's only about the guts and the balls you have. And let's just call it guts you have. So yeah, I think it's important to strike a balance between how much you skate and how much you don't skate. Me personally, I think these 3-4 weeks made me feel pretty good, and I'm happy I'm back. I want to skate a little bit more, and this is my take for today. It's a little bit of a blend of I guess it's a little bit of a podcast and some skating. I hope you guys have a great Easter if you celebrate that. If you don't, I hope you had a long weekend if you were able to. And this is me, Feli, signing out. Hope you have a good week. And see ya. Look at that. Out of camera. Bye.